Today I made a huge loaf of bread. This is artisan bread, made at home. Cost you about $5 to get it from a high-end bakery in our area. So I made it for about 50 cents. So we're still in the pandemic isolation in our area. So I made it a few times already during this pandemic crisis. It's soft on the inside. The crust is slightly crusty. It has a nice butter flavor when I bake the bread. So let's get started. We're going to use all-purpose flour for this recipe. So here's a Prairie brand from Manitoba. So there's the 4 cups of flour. For this recipe, we're going to use the quick rise yeast. First, I'll put about a tablespoon of this quick rise yeast. And then we're going to put some salt. So I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of salt. This is the fine grind sea salt. So just going to mix that in. So next we're going to put 2 cups of warm water. So this is water I had boiled previously, so I'm just going to put it in the cup here. So we're just going to put some water in there and mix it up. I'm going to add a little bit at a time. So I use this end to mix. So I'm just going to mix up the flour. So that's the last of the first cup of water. This is the 2nd cup of water. So put part of that in right now and mix it up. So put the last of the water, still a little bit left, into the bottom here. So now we're just going to cover the bread. I'm going to use a cellophane here. So I'm going to cover the bread and just leave a small opening on this side right here. So that's going to be open. So let the bread rise for about 2 hours. So the dough has been rising for over 2 hours now. So it's been rising pretty good. So I'm going to take off the cover. So next I'm going to put some flour. So I'm going to give this dough a quick knead, because I can knead it right in the bowl. I don't need to take the dough out, so that way I don't have to clean the kitchen top, or I don't have to clean the cutting board. I just knead it right inside this bowl here. So now I'm just going to flip it over a little bit and then put some more flour on it. So I'm using maybe half a cup of loose flour, maybe slightly less. So we're just going to knead it like this. It's still slightly sticky. Put some flour on it, but not that hard to knead. So that should do it. So here I have a pizza pan. You can use any kind of tray or pan. So here's the parchment paper. So I'm just going to put a piece of parchment paper on the pan, just to cover the pan. So just like that. So next step, we're just going to take the dough and put it right on the pan. So just form a ball. So now we just want to score the bread. So on the side here, you just cut it like that. So just score the bread on the side. And then I'm going to score the top. So just score the top like this. So I put about 3 or 4 tablespoons of butter here. So I use the whole thing. So it's ready to go. So just finished spreading the butter over the bread. So the oven has been preheating at 450 degrees for the last 20 minutes. So we're just going to pop it in the oven. So now I'm going to put the bread in the oven at 450 degrees. So we're going to go half an hour for the bread. Ooh, look at that. Look at that, look at that. It's not as high as I want, but it looks really fantastic. Ooh, so this bread is nice and soft in the middle and it's slightly crunchy on the outside. That's great bread. Thanks for checking out my video. Please like and subscribe. Any comments are always welcome. Take care and stay safe.